שם תורה מ"ד ליקוטי מוהר"ן. ויהי ידיו אמונה עד בוא השמש, ותרגומו פריסן בצלו. His hands were full with faith until the sun came, not backing off until the sun is rising, until we see the truth. Sun is the light, and the light is revealing the truth. And we are here to reveal the truth. So we just need to strengthen ourselves and to convince ourselves that we're on the right path, and not to let all of the foreign thoughts to distract our thoughts and to make us weaker and to lose our hope. We need to remember Hashem Yitbarach is good, and Hashem Yitbarach is Rahman, and Hashem Yitbarach wants to help us. And if now the Father of Mercy, He brings down judgments to the world, you need to understand that the Creator Himself is not happy to bring down those judgments. A Father that is good and generous and kind, if He finds Himself punishing His child, He's not happy to do that. He will feel very bad with Himself doing that to His Son. So if we are justifying Hashem's judgments on us, we're stuck Hashem Yitbarach in His place, that He doesn't want to be in that place. If now He's punishing us and we're suffering, and then we're saying, yeah, you're right, so we deserve it, and we're not helping Hashem Yitbarach Himself to go out from this situation. So there are going to be people that are going to choose the way of tshuva, and there are going to be people that are going to choose the way of tzedakah, and there are going to be people that are going to choose the way of tefillah, to ask for Hashem Yitbarach for redemption, to redeem themselves from this situation. But anyway, we need to understand that we need to go out, to move out from this situation of judgments. And the main judgments and constrictions are in the brain of the person, in his mind, that he feels that he's in prison, that he feels that Hashem Yitbarach is punishing him, that he feels that something is wrong in his life. So we need to find a way how to redeem ourselves from our situation, and to remind ourselves that Hashem Yitbarach, He doesn't want us to suffer, and He wants us to succeed, and He wants to reveal His mercy, and He wants to open for us good things in our lives. And the reason that for now we're going through difficulties and suffering and darkness is only because that we must go through that, but it's not the will of Hashem Yitbarach. But people, they're afraid to dream, and they lost hope, and they're saying, no, this is how it is, this is how the system works, this is the state, this is the government, this is Israel, this is I don't know what, this is the rules, this is me, this is how I look, this is how I feel, this is how... All of those things can be changed, because the Creator, He's got the powers, and Mashiach is not coming until Ad shetichle pruta min hakis. Rabbeinu is explaining the verse Ad shetichle pruta min hakis, until people are going to stop hiding the fact that the world is working, that Hashem Yitbarach is supervising on us through miracles, with miracles. People are hiding miracles, kis, milashon kisui, covering. Pruta, that's the angel that perita sifvate, that is opening his mouth and talk. People rather to hide the miracles, and they rather to say that they're finding their parnasah because they're working hard. They rather to say that they have now peace in their houses because they had a long conversation with their wives yesterday. This is what they rather to think. They rather to cover the fact that there is an angel that perita sifvate, that He's deciding exactly what you're going to have in your house and what you won't, means that Hashem Yitbarach Himself is running the world beyond nature. And you can do the biggest effort of them all to have peace in the house and not to have that peace. And you can work for months and months and months, and suddenly to see that you don't have a penny in your bank account. And something just happened and you lost all of your money. And it's not supposed to be like that, but it's Hashem's decision. And you cannot argue with that. So people don't want to deal with that. So they rather to cover with nature. They rather to say, oh yes, the government, they screw me. They rather to say, no, it's my wife, she's always fighting with me. No, it's not fair. No, it's, I'm stupid. No matter what you're going to say, he chooses to do that because it's easier to deal with the fact that he's stupid, or that his wife, she's annoying, or that the bank, they're evil. He rather to cover the private supervision with nature than to deal with the fact that Hashem Yitbarach is playing with your life big time. That Hashem Yitbarach is inside every moment of your life. And yes, Hashem Yitbarach, He decided now to shut off your electricity. And yes, Hashem Yitbarach, He decided now that 5 minutes before of candlelight, you're going to see that you lack of so many things and you're not going to be able to accept Shabbat nicely. And people rather to say, no, it's not Hashem, it's Him. And to cover the miracles means the private supervision with nature. But we as believers, we rather to attach ourselves to the truth, even if we're going to lose everything. Because we want the truth, we don't want the success, we don't want to feel good with ourselves. Not for that we're serving. We are serving because we want the truth. And if the truth is saying that we don't understand what Hashem Yitbarach is doing, and I cannot understand how can it be that when I'm working so hard for Shabbat, and to prepare, and to cook, and to fix, and to clean, and to arrange all of my family, and my kids, and Hashem Yitbarach can do something to me 2 minutes before of Shabbat, to destroy all of the at least 2-3 hours of Shabbat. And it's very hard to deal with that. I rather to throw one curse from my mouth and to say, no, it's her, no, it's him, it's those kids, and to throw it all on them, but it's a lie. It's a lie. Actually, Hashem Yitbarach is making a joke out of you now, 2 minutes before of Shabbat, or 1 minute after Shabbat is in, and now you're stuck because you cannot turn on the plata, you cannot turn on the heater of water to have hot water all of the Shabbat. Hashem Yitbarach done that to you. Why? Ask Him. Go talk to Him. People rather to cover the truth with nature. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to create the world, out of His mercifulness, I don't know, mercy, whatever. Every time you're going to fix me to the other direction. It's good. I'm learning. Out of His loving kindness. Actually, I don't want to use that concept anymore. Loving kindness.
Just love. Just love.
Exactly. It's just the truth is that we don't want to know the truth. We rather to איך קוראים לבת יענה? That bird, that ostrich. We rather to put our head in the ground, say no, everything is cool, I'm going to be religious, Hashem is good, Torah is good, Jewish good, everything is good. The truth is that there is a lot to fix, and that Hashem Yitbarach Himself is revealing His sorrow to the righteous people. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu is ready to deal with the truth. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He wants us to fight with Him. And He wants us to force Him to redeem us. And He knows that you cannot educate your son to do tshuva unless you're going to do tshuva. And if He really wants us to do tshuva, He needs to start with tshuva. and Hashem Yitbarach is humble enough and He doesn't care. But people that are arrogant, that they don't want no one to tell them to do tshuva, so they're saying that Hashem Yitbarach is not doing tshuva, that you cannot say anything bad about Hashem Yitbarach. I was standing once in front of one of the biggest rabbis in Am Yisrael, and I spoke with him, a very holy person, and I told him my arguments against Hashem Yitbarach. So he told me, all of the words that you're saying are words of truth, but we're not allowed to say it. And he's important, and he's righteous, and he's good. It's a very good person, and he's right also. But I'm not politically correct. I'm not working for no one. And I'm a child, and I feel pain, and I feel sorrow, and I have things to say to my father. And if my father doesn't want to hear me, he can walk away. It's his problem. He's going to choose if to hear me or not. I'm not trying to disgrace him, I'm not trying to hurt him, I'm not trying to rebuke him, to insult him. I just suffer. And I cannot accept judgments. And I cannot accept judgments on my brothers and sisters. No matter what you're going to tell me that Hashem got His reasons, I'm going to say, and I'm not accepting your reasons, no matter what you're going to say to me. That's my pain. As a brother of my brother, no matter what you're going to tell me that he done, I'm not going to let you hit him. No matter what he done, he's my brother. And you need to hit me first. No matter what he done, you're right. Okay, we're apologizing, let us fix it. Okay, we admit. We're not avoiding responsibility. We're not removing the responsibility off our shoulders. No, we messed up big time. We want to fix. Okay, teach us how to fix. But now you want to kill my brother? You need to kill me first. I'm sorry. No matter what he done, even if he killed, no, I'm sorry. He's my brother. Not because I'm going to try to, because I cannot let him die. It's not part of my ability. And if Hashem Yitbarach is killing us, and if Hashem Yitbarach is hitting us, and if Hashem Yitbarach is putting difficulties on our lives, we're not allowed to accept it, even though that is coming from Hashem. It's coming from Hashem, but it's not Hashem's will. Hashem Yitbarach found himself stuck in that situation of judgment, but Hashem Yitbarach wants to scream again, ניצחוני בניי, ניצחוני בניי. זמרו למי שמנצחין אותו ושמח. Sing to the one that when you overpower on him, he is happy. Hashem wants us to win. Hashem wants us to take control. Hashem wants us to take the leadership of Am Yisrael and to redeem Am Yisrael from their despair, from their sadness, from all of those leaders that are taking Am Yisrael straight to hell, that are trying just to steal their money and to take their souls and to take their power and to take only honor from them and only to take everything they have. And to make robots out of them and sending them to school and then to the army and then to college, to university, and to take their souls. And in the Haredi system, it's exactly the same, even worse. What's going on over there? You see a bunch of robots with no soul, with no neshama. Don't feel no taste in the limud, just sitting, empty, no smile on their faces, don't know how to shake the hand. Doesn't know. Haredim doesn't know how to shake hands. You meet a Haredi, give him your hand, he doesn't know how to shake your hand. He doesn't know how to tell you Shalom Aleichem, Ma Nishma, to hug you. You cannot see that. Go talk to a Haredi, tell him Shalom Aleichem, Ma Nishma. Where are you? Oh, Baruch Hashem, thank God. What's going on? Well, smile. It's a nice day, summer, everything is great. Yeah, thank God. What do you want? Why are you not alive? Oh, Baruch Hashem. What's that? And let's say, okay, in the street he's guarding his eyes. In the house, it's not a person, it's not a father, it's not a husband, he's not communicating, he doesn't know how to deal with situations in life. Okay, now they're calling from the bank. He's sitting, afraid. I need to call a Rav. I don't know what to do. And he's sitting, numb. Depression, sadness, doesn't know what to do. Where is your humanity? Where is your powers? Where is your energy? Where is Hashem? Why don't you pray? all day long, to 16 hours you're in the Bet Midrash, learning about the Muftim, the miracles that Hashem Yitbarach made to Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa, to Hananiah ben Teradion, to Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes, to Rabbi Akiva, and you, I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? I don't know what to do. What do you suggest me to do? I don't know what to do. Okay, so what are you learning for? If you haven't educated, if you haven't learned anything from the Gemara, so what are you doing with the Gemara? The Gemara is teaching you exactly what to do in those situations. And the easiest solution is to go and to scream to Hashem Yitbarach to save you. I need to pray for it. Okay, he can say, I need to pray for it. Okay, did you? No, you don't know how to pray. You don't know how to execute. You don't know how to take things out to actions. You don't know how to move. Why? Because people are just lying and lying on being religious. No, I'm close to Hashem. Just talking. Just saying words. It doesn't cost anything. And adrabah, people are going to leave you alone. No, you're Haredi. You're religious. No, you... It's all imaginations. It's all lies. It's all a fraud. And Hashem Yitbarach is stuck in that situation. They made Hashem Haredi also. Now Hashem needs to be Haredi also. Now Hashem also doesn't know how to help, and because he's a king that is in prison. Melech Asur Beratim. So if you don't know what to say, and if you don't know what to do, and you don't know how to call Hashem, so Hashem Yitbarach, he also doesn't know what to do. Because Hashem can give wisdom to the wise. Hashem can help people that help themselves. But if you're not helping yourself, what do you want Hashem to do? What do you want Hashem to do? There's that crazy joke, a person is drowning in the sea and he's drowning, and there's a boat that comes to save him, tells him, come, we'll save you. He said, no, Hashem gonna save me. Okay, after 10 minutes a helicopter comes, hey, hold the rope. He said, no, Hashem gonna save me. In the end he's drowning. In heaven he's complaining, Hashem, why didn't save me? Hashem is saying, I sent the boat, I sent the helicopter, everything. You did. I thought you were gonna say, what do you want? Which kind of miracles do you want? Who are you to see revealed miracles like those? No, Hashem Yazor, Hashem Yazor. Here Hashem is helping you, go to work. Here Hashem is helping you, go knock on door and ask for charity. Something you should do. Go do Hitbodedut. You don't want to talk to people? Great, go to the fields. Go scream to Hashem, do tshuva. No, Hashem Yazor. Hashem Yazor, and he's sitting in his depression and his sorrow. Don't know how to deal with the situations. That's a lie. People choosing not to serve Hashem, not to confront Hashem. Your best friend gonna be your mirror. Stand in front of the mirror and look at reality. Look at the truth. This is your best friend. The truth is your best friend. Emet v'shalom me'avu. You should love the truth, and then you will have peace. Shalom ba'atzamav. First of all, you're going to have peace inside of yourself. You're going to like yourself. Can you have peace with someone you hate? And when you hate yourself, you're your own enemy. You need to love yourself. You need to appreciate yourself. You need to have, and you cannot love yourself and like yourself when you're lazy bump, when you're not moving. When you're just lazy and you're just afraid and terrified and you're angry at everyone and you hate everyone and you have complaints on everyone. Okay, in that situation, you cannot like yourself, I understand. Okay, so be who that you are. Start talking, start standing on what it belongs to you. If someone is trying to force you, to take advantage of you, to abuse you, to take something that belongs to you, okay, so you need to fight for yourself. After you're going to fight for yourself, it's not arrogant, and it's not humility to hide and to be afraid and to act like you're humble. That's not humility. Real humility is to know to fight for your people. Humility doesn't mean not to move and only to hide and to be scared of people. Moshe Rabbeinu was humble and he knew how to fight. When Pharaoh was talking bad things about Hashem Yitbarach, Moshe Rabbeinu is going to his throne of honor and slap him in his face and kicked him off his seat, off his chair. And he's the most humble person in the world. Yeah, but you cannot talk about Hashem. So now you need to understand why the classes are so crazy, because people are so sick in their minds, and you can go to people, it's like a sieve. You're talking to a person that doesn't contain anything you say to him. It just, you gave him, he lost it. Where? From here, from there, from that crack, from that hole, from that. People just don't get it, no matter what you're going to tell them. So you need to give so many examples, and people find themselves lost. They don't know what to do. Guys, people are lazy. People don't want to fight. Why that you're going to let someone insult your wife? Why that you're going to let someone hurt your children? No, because you're playing humble. Okay, so your kid going to throw the kippah, going to start using drugs, go to clubs, going to buy a huge Galaxy 7, and that's it, and you lost him. No problem, great. And you're going to be humble. Hashem wanted it to be like that. You're going to be punished on every sin of your child. Brakat kara da'abua. You have complete responsibility on every mistake. If you lost your child, you lost your child. You need to take it. No, Hashem wanted it to happen. No, that's your laziness. That's your despair that is saying that. If you would care about your child, you would go every night and scream to Hashem Yitbarach, and cry to Hashem Yitbarach, and fight with Hashem Yitbarach, and fight on your children, like the Shekhinah Kedosha, that she's fighting with the Creator on her children in the exile. And she's ma'ana li'inachem, she's not receiving no explanations, no arguments. She's just not following the excuses and promises of Hashem. Hashem tells her, listen, relax. I'm going to build the temple. You're going to have the redemption. I'm bringing all of them. She said, I don't listen to you. Who do you think you're talking to? Stop with your craziness. Stop with those judgments. What's going on with you? What are you talking about? Your children are suffering. That's the Shekhinah's job in this world. The Shekhinah, she's fighting. You're playing God. No, I'm with God. Great. No problem. Go. Go, play God. Play God. And you don't take responsibility on yourself, because you're not God, and you have a job here. And your job is to seek for the truth, and to be a person that seeks for the truth, that is ready to fight. And first of all, you need to fight with your laziness, with your lies, that you rather that everyone going to call you righteous, that you rather that no one going to shake your boat and your stability, and that no one going to touch you. No, I'm a avrech. No, I'm a businessman. No, I'm a lawyer. No, I'm a doctor. No, I'm bringing money to this house. No, I was supporting you for the last 20 years. Well, you messed up my life. You killed me when I was 5. You killed me when I was 3. You murdered me when I was 7. What are you talking about? 20 years. You just tried to plaster your mistakes and covering it with money. You killed me. You slaughtered me alive when I was 3, when I was 5, when I was 7. I remember when I was 8, when I was 9, when I was 9 and a month, 9 and 2 months, 9 and 3 months, every Saturday. I know a person, he told me, I never ate Seudat Shabbat with my family. I told him, what, you didn't have meals in your house? Your family never made? He said, no, my father every Friday night would kick me to my room. Every beginning of every Seudat Shabbat, he would kick me off the table. He never sat with his family. They were sitting and eating Shabbat always, but he was always in his room. And that father in 5 years is going to say to him, I was supporting you for the last 20 years of your life. You're not going to talk to me like that. I would shoot him in the head. That's not a father to honor. And if you find yourself that you're also like that, someone told me yesterday, he saw me fighting with one of my children and he started to laugh. I told him, why are you laughing? He said, you know, the children that you have the most problem with them, those are the children that are reminding you of yourself. And I told him, you're right. I know that, Baruch Hashem, it's not new. I know it. I know it because I know it from my Hitbodedut. Children that I have issues with them, that I have arguments with them, those are the children that are reflecting me when I was a child, and I still haven't solved my issues with myself when I was 5, when I was 7, when I was 9. This is why I cannot stand their behavior, because I remember myself that I was the same. And I have issues with that. We need to understand that the beginning of our search for Hashem Yitbarach, the search for truth. Baruch Hashem. My job is to rebuke myself in front of you. That's what I'm doing. I'm not rebuking you. I'm not rebuking my students. My students, that's the truth. I'm apologizing to each and every one of you. I know that huge, huge righteous people and huge rabbis lost their kingship because they fell to lies and to imagination of having power and having control. They forgot where they came from. And the Yetzer Hara is fighting with everyone. If you want the truth, you need to demand the truth. If you want to see the truth, you need to be ready to kill yourself every moment and to die for the honor of Hashem Yitbarach every moment. And never, never, never to play the game and to allow yourself things that are not real. And it's very painful and it's not easy. And I know that it's not easy. But that's our job. And we need to throw ourselves to the fire. If you really want to be purified, if you really want to be strong, if you really want to develop and to go somewhere, we need to stop and cut the imaginations and to go to Hashem Yitbarach and to talk to Him and to tell Him, Hashem, please, I feel very bad with myself, very not comfortable with myself. People are chasing after their lusts and their desires, and they're doing things because they're afraid to deal with the truth. And they're doing a lot of things out of their sadness and despair and fear and anxieties. And that's not the right way. The right way is to beg to Hashem Yitbarach, please open my eyes. I don't want to lie to myself anymore. I don't know. You cannot do the job. I cannot do the job for no one else. I don't have that ability. If I would have that ability, I would take responsibility on every one of you. I would try to, but I cannot. Only you can decide what's going to happen with you in your life. Only you. Only you. When people keep on lying to themselves and giving excuses of why they're not doing, of why they're not doing Hitbodedut, of why they keep on lying and why they keep on being lazy, and they have all of the time excuses, and so no one can help them in that situation. I'm not enjoying rebuking no one. Actually, I suffer from it very much. So I'm going to stop now. The truth can be can hurt, can be very painful. But I would choose it. I am choosing it. I rather to see my sicknesses and my diseases and my weaknesses and my lackings and my bad midot. I rather. And to go to Hashem Yitbarach and to apologize again, even 1,000 times. Tell Him, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. Yes, I was wrong. Yes, you're right. Yes, I was wrong. Even thousands of times. It's better for me than to live in some imagination like I'm worth something, like I'm strong and I'm powerful and I'm talented and I'm gifted. All of those things Hashem Yitbarach that He gave, He planted that in our soul. When we are arrogant, we don't have the ability to express our souls at all. So all of that talent, all of that beauty is still hidden, not usable at all. So first of all, you need to nullify yourself, and then you're going to reveal your beauty and your talents and your... People can, יש אדם קונה עולמו בשעה אחת. People can buy the world to come, this world, the world to come, in 1 hour. In 1 hour of honest Hitbodedut, of honest tefillah to Hashem Yitbarach, you can buy the world. I want to help you. So I'll bless you that God's gonna help you.